it's too easy to hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy to be inspired by something. You don't necessarily have to like get signed. You just gotta have something good enough for people to care. Because it's two different kinds of viral, right? You have internet viral and you have socially viral. When it comes to especially going viral like music videos, I think that really come down to the passion, you know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people create music and create content specifically with the goal to go viral. And every time I say this, it's like, if you go to the studio with like, I'm about to make the best song of my life right now, like it's usually the worst songs you ever make. You know what I'm saying? Like the best songs are the ones where you like really purging something that's inside of you. Rather, even if it's like even if it's a strip club song, if you're that type of artist, like you're speaking from an experience that's so genuine that people can just relate on a personal level. So I think with me, with the music videos going viral, it comes from like me really going through something or somebody around me going through something to a capacity where one, it either hurt or I felt it to that capacity, but then also I think me trying to explain that to somebody, the only way to really explain it sometimes, it takes a lot to get the message across for somebody to truly understand how I feel. And that's why sometimes the videos have so much to it. You know, like whatever that is in the music video that's going to make somebody like really engaged, that part is going to get chopped out, whether it's by me or somebody else anyway. Like when I look at, you know, obviously I would say biggest song to date, maybe not the biggest streaming song to date, but like my most viral moment, you know, was when I made My Vote Don't Count. And that was a full-length record, but, you know, just a portion of it while I was breaking down the government got chopped out. And, you know, that's what, you know, took it to that next level. So I'm not really afraid of like people not having that type of attention span. My attention span is short. Like, you know how quick it is to like get distracted and not want to see something no more. So I'm not worried about it. Because it's two different kinds of viral, right? You have internet viral and you have socially viral. And that's a big, big difference because some people got extremely large platforms and some people got extremely small platforms. Regardless, some people you know, and some people you don't. And I'm not talking about, you know, in a sense of like, if you personally a fan, I mean, you can actually show a picture of them and say, hey, have you seen this guy on the street? People will say, yeah, I know who that is, whether they know the music or not. And I think My Vote Don't Count is what made me socially viral. You know, you don't have to know my music or listen to my music. You just might have just been on LeBron's page, or you might have seen the commercial where they ran it, or you might have, you know, that's what made me socially viral. It made me the topic of conversation. It's like when you kind of have a moment, especially as a hip hop artist, it's already like bigger than hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is tapped into hip hop. Yeah. So I think one thing is it really showed me the possibilities of like how you don't necessarily have to like you said, like get signed or, you know, like you just gotta have something good enough for people to care. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding that, hey, don't try to put yourself nowhere. Like, do what you've been doing. That's how you got here. If you start trying to like do what you want people to know from you, then you won't go any further. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you might go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really what I'm on, is like doing what I've been doing. When I get inspired, I get emotional about a certain concept. I put it into music. I put it into the video. Like, you know, obviously, you know, once new money come in, you could do other ventures and podcasts and whatever else you want to do. Yeah. But as far as like the actual thing that got you here, like, don't stop doing that. Yeah, and I'm not afraid to try new things though. You know, it's not like this is what works, so let me only do this. Because I feel like we live in an age where you can't plan viral. You know what I'm saying? I just think with me, it's just about authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like I could try something else, but I still won't lose my integrity, or you know what I'm saying? I won't do something that's extremely unauthentic to what feels right to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll know the moment that it's like, bro, this ain't me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I won't even force it.
Artists, pause for a second, because if you want to grow, you have to understand how to show your music to the right people, but also you got to have a trap to capture those folks, right? You want to create fans, you want to create stands, and you want to have those fans forever, right? Well, to do that, you need to have a system in place. We have multiple growth systems that have been used to take artists to the Billboard charts, to take artists to the TikTok viral charts, the Spotify viral charts with their music. And if you want to check them out, they're free on NoLabelsNecessary.com. Check out NoLabelsNecessary.com if you want to get access to them while the network is still free. Hop in.
It's too easy to hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy to be inspired by something. If you put something out and nobody was inspired, I'm not saying give up on your record, but sometimes the data, the analytics tell you that it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes we get in our own way and feel like this is great. Well, who's saying it's great? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think I might hit the go button once somebody else tell me it's great to some capacity. I'm not saying that I live in the results of people, you know what I mean? But, you know, I do me and I feel like you make slight adjustments as you go. You know what I'm saying? So if I put something out and say if it go a little viral or say it got some views, I have to realize what was it about that made somebody like it. You know what I'm saying? What didn't they like about it? Why is it not on the radio but it's viral on the internet? Or why is it this, you know, getting played here and people want to play the song but they don't want to watch the video? What is it? You know what I mean? And just like you kind of like I chip away at it. And I think that's just really practice. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just keep going and going until you figure out, okay, you getting better as you go. You know what I'm saying? I think once you figure it out, what's good, you actually understand. Like, I think viral becomes, let's take the word viral out of it, but success becomes inevitable because you've already done it a million times. You know what I'm saying? If you know, working on a car, you're not going to mess up the car the next time. You know what I mean? You don't fix 30 cars. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what it is. It's like every single one is not going to go viral, but what I do, because I've already taking away the stuff that makes it bad, you know what I'm saying? And I've added the stuff that makes it good. And I know that that's what makes it good, you know, then how can we not, after 10 of them, not do it again? You know what I mean? You know, like the message might have been perfect, but just like you might not have showed the eyeballs of the girl in the video, or you might have, all your shots might have been close to the head and you didn't show the full body for somebody to put themselves like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it gets very intricate when you talking about shaving stuff off and adding stuff. It's not always, because when you think about what you might think people like about my music, because it might be what you liked about it, that might not be what I see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like really just understanding from every aspect, from the beat to the way that I even attack the rap, you know what I mean, to the inflections of my voice when I'm rapping it, to the, you know what I mean, like, and then, you know, so it's really like perfecting the whole thing, not just, you know, like conceptually what made something viral, but actually the whole package, you know what I mean? I mean, that's real subjective, to be honest, though, because, like, you know, some stuff, like, you know, we were just working on a record the other day and we were just listening to the song and it wasn't even no video concept. This was like just like you know how like you got an album and you got the song that's the title of the album, so you kind of got to have that on there. So we just kind of made that, and then boom, the idea came, the whole video, and it was like, bro, this about to be the craziest I ever did. Like, it felt like that, and you know what I'm saying? So the video was kind of like wrote itself then. So now when it's time to shoot the video, I already know it, but that was an instant moment. Some of them is like, man, I really want to get this message out, but how do I put that into video? And I feel like every artist will say this, but I don't feel like every artist could really say it from a true place. I think what I do is very authentic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I first started rapping, you know, obviously I started rapping for the reasons everybody else started rapping. You know what I mean? Like money and all that. But then I think at one point it became therapy to me. Like rap became, it felt like my voice, you know what I'm saying? Like the only thing before views, before any of that, you know what I'm saying? It was like my place to go when like times was real hard and nobody wanted to listen to me talk, or when, you know what I'm saying, when I was in school and I had a certain type of shoes on and niggas was laughing at me. And you know what I mean? Like, you know, like that was the place that I went, you know, when people I love die, you know what I mean? Like that was the place that I went, you know what I'm saying? So when I rap, it's not like, I don't think about like how many numbers this is gonna do. I'm really trying to get something off, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get in the mode, like that's my happiest place is when I'm putting together music. So I think people can feel that, you know what I'm saying? People can feel the authenticity. There are a lot of other rappers that might even have more numbers and success in certain spaces that you might consider in my same lane, if you wanted to try to call it a lane. Like, but the way that I feel like my music make you feel, it don't matter how much you try to fabricate that and like, I'm gonna do a song about parents not treating their children. You could redo it, but it's like, or I'm gonna do a song about drug addiction. It's like so many, it's a whole lane for drug addiction rap. But when I do it, it's like, bro, this is not for no numbers. Like I got close family that I'm really trying to help get off of drugs. Like I'm watching them die in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that, like people could feel what I feel when I put it out, because it's therapy. It's not about the music more so, you know what I mean? I think self-awareness was like key for me, you know what I'm saying? Staying in my lane, you know what I mean? And that's why I said ironing out like what people like and what people don't like. I realized that it wasn't the message, it was how I actually attacked the music, the production and stuff like that is the stuff that I had to, you know, or the video, like how I did it was the stuff that I have to like do to make it better, not the message, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not like trying to like, people like this from me, let me do more emotional. It's like, no, let me get a higher quality camera, because when I shot with this camera, finally, like they, you know what I mean, they received it better. So it's like more of that aspect of really just knowing when your product is bad, you know what I mean? I got real niggas around me. That's one good thing. And I feel like having real niggas around you, real people that really like is gonna keep it real with you, that probably saved my career. You know what I'm saying? Like my best friend and my producer, like it done been so many times where I came to him with a whole song, whole concept. He like, bro, that's ass. Like, and he's so serious, but he not saying it from a place of, I'm not about to tell you why and I'm not about to help you make it not ass. He just tell me out the gate, like that's ass, but you know what I'm saying? And then now we got, you know, a song. Like I remember my biggest actual song number-wise is Graduation. You know what I'm saying? It's called Graduation. It's about how parents treat their children unequally. I was like, I want to get a singer on here. And he like, no, I think you would do it sound better coming from your voice. And, you know I can't sing. So I'm like, no, I want a singer. But just having, you know, just somebody around you that tell you why, you know what I mean, that you shouldn't do this type of thing, it produced good results, you know what I mean? So I think having good people around is everything.